enjoyed your administration when you were an MP in Eldoret North.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, we used to learn hapo kama good chini karibu na kwenu. Yes. And secondly, I've also experienced your leadership now that you are the president. Mr. President, I can assure you they are totally different. From when you were MP, people used to go to the street to celebrate your achievements. Nowadays, we just go to the streets to demonstrate.
African youths are waking up in the terms of political, in the terms of economics, in the terms of social experience. You know, African youths are waking up, and we have seen this from various countries, for example, Kenya, Uganda, or Ghana, Nigeria, where youths are erupting and fighting for their rights. We have seen this in South Africa. South African youths, they are so loud, they fight for their rights. There's a video I did where a South African young lady was in the parliament and was facing the president of South Africa, telling him, you know what, you have done corruption, you promised this, and you haven't done anything about it anymore. And that's what we need to do. That's the way forward for the youth of Africa, to fight for Africa, because to show the spirit of Pan-Africanism, to show the spirit of unity, to show the spirit of leadership. And that's why we have someone like Ibrahim Traore on the seat of Burkina Faso. He is a youth and he's doing great, because nowadays youth, we have the most educated, we are technologically equipped, you know, we know things that we need to do for our lives to be better. Now, in this video, I'm going to talk about, to react about a video of a young Kenyan, a young African who was direct one-on-one with the president of Kenya, William Ruto, telling him, you know what, you are a good guy sometimes back, but nowadays, we were going to the street when you are the member of parliament. We were going to the street to celebrate your achievements, but nowadays, we are going to the street to protest, to say that you have not done anything about that, because you have become more corrupt, you have become more incompetent, you don't listen to your people. That's what the president of Kenya is doing. Watch this video and then we go react about it.
What about us? I know you are tired of this video, asking for your help, but
People here. Yes. Who? Okay, somebody in front.
I want first to acknowledge your presence as the 5th President and the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces. My beautiful name that my father gave me is Kisero Junior Kennedy Otieno. I'm the Secretary General of Kenya Methodist University. And I have a few things to put across, Your Excellency. First, when I entered this hall, I like checking where I am. I saw from whatever is written here, hashtag fear has fallen. Your Excellency, the fear has not fallen, that's why we are here. So, and first thing first, Mr. President, I've been privileged to be under your administration in two capacities. One, I enjoyed your administration when you were an MP in Eldoret North.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, we used to learn hapo kama good hapo chini karibu na kwenu. Yes. And secondly, I've also experienced your leadership now that you are the president. Mr. President, I can assure you they are totally different. From when you were MP, people used to go to the street to celebrate your achievements. Nowadays, we just go to the streets to demonstrate.
Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
And Mr. President, don't get me wrong in the first place. The reason is why I know when you are the president, it comes with a lot of responsibility and people to advise. And I will start off by saying those who advised in this new funding model, I will not be wrong to say there is a problem. And that's why we are here. We have to go back to the drawing board. We have to start off afresh. And my question is, Mr. President, the first question is, what was so wrong with the old funding model that we could not sit down and amend it? Because even a constitution of a country, you just don't wake up one day and bring a new constitution. We always go and say, hii clause imetufinya kidogo kama wananchi. We go to the parliament, they amend it, and they take it to the president to assent and sign it. So I feel we should go back to the old funding model and amend it. Because, Mr. President, we don't lack stakeholders, we don't lack resources. These people sitting here, watu wanafanya law, nursing, medicine, there are brains here which can sit down in those panel and say, where did we go wrong? First, I want to acknowledge that the new funding model has got good ideas, very brilliant ideas, but the implementation is very wrong, and it's not pleasing based on the fact that there are also challenges from the help. You know, when comrades sit in the same room with the help guys, it's a miracle. But we are very happy to sit down with them and discuss in your presence. Mr. President, I want to also talk about, I come from KEMU, which is a private university. And my question there is you have spoken, I've understood what you have said in regards to scholarship and the loans. Comrades, kama SG wewe ndio mtu wa mkono. I have my president here, Masai Chebet. Comrades come to you and tell you, Kisero, we have been placed in this band, and people are really suffering, Mr. President. And my question is, why then do COOPs have to place them in private university if they can't be sustained the same way as those in public university? And in that regard, Mr. President, I acknowledge that you have said the government, kidogo too, this is my chance with the Mr. President. You have acknowledged that the government said it has debts, and my university is one that is in the same category. Tunadai the government. They have been so lenient enough to allow students to learn with the limited resources they have. Tunaomba tu hata kidogo ndio university iendelee kufanya kazi, because we need to learn, those who we are there in KEMU. Then, Mr. President, recently you were awarded a beautiful degree at Baraton University, if I'm not wrong. Honorary degree at Baraton University. And there was one picture that really took my attention. I know most of you saw the picture. There was a little girl called Naomi who was in the midst of graduates, and he was there admiring all the graduates, the beautiful gown. Then I asked myself, why does this new funding model want to kill the dream of that young girl of one day graduating? I want to say this, Mr. President. As the commander, I first started by saying I acknowledge your president as your presence as the 5th president and the commander-in-chief of our defense forces. And one of your roles in that regard is to act. Please act, Mr. President. We beg you. Please act. Then
embarrassing. He needs some milk.
Yo, does this seem similar to when the young man was questioning, the two young men was questioning Andrew Holness about the NIDS, and Andrew Holness got angry, only think this man is cheesing, but he was holding him to the carpet, he was holding him responsible, and he was telling him the truth. Oh, you was good when you just came, but we don't know who you are right now. These plans sound good, but implementations are not there. Man, pay attention, man. This is powerful. I had to cheer this before I start the live. Let's go.
Lastly, Mr. President, We don't have to go to the street when we can resolve this thing here today. Ama namna gani wangwana? Yes. Because we also don't like going to the streets when we can solve things at the table. We are ready to be part of the discussion. We are ready to listen. We are ready to work and ensure that we change this. But the bottom line remains, let's go to the old funding model, amend it to what you wanted to achieve with the new funding model. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Welcome.
Man. Man, listen, I thought that was super powerful, right? And I see similarities to us here in Jamaica and what we have gone through with Andrew Holness. A lot of people believed in this man. A lot of people literally was eating up every single thing he said. The first 100 days, what he's gonna do, all of that good stuff, right? A lot of us really believed in that. And now we are at the point where we're saying, but hold up, wait a minute. Yeah, it's been more than 100 days. And you're still promising stuff, but you're telling us, just wait a little bit, man. Just wait a little bit. When there's trillions of dollars missing, 8 of your people in your government is under investigation, some possibly for illicit enrichment. I mean, you are under investigation for illicit enrichment based off the IC report because your statutory declaration cannot be certified, and you're the leader. And I said this earlier, I said, instead of you showing and proving that you have nothing to hide, you want to repeal the act, the Corruption Act, that specific part of it that will hold you guys accountable. But you see, this is what is going on all around the world, ladies and gentlemen. It's not just Jamaica. But you see, the Kenyans, they took it to the street. I'm talking about the entire Kenya, it seems, was in the street. The entire Kenya. Man, if you think I'm playing, man, let me pull this up.
I'm back. When you hear a young, bold African lad talking like this, what comes in your mind? What comes in my mind is that we have a better tomorrow, that we have a better Africa to come. Because we are not like our ancestors who were just sitting down and be taken to circles and without them doing anything.
Right.
We have ancestors who fought for Africa, and we have these our previous ancestors, or we call them what? They just sat down, looking how the whites are taking our lands, looking how the leaders are exploiting us, looking how the leaders are more corrupt, you know.
Right.
But nowadays, we are waking up. Every generation, the youths, the young, the old generation, everyone is waking up.
Everybody.
And we are waking up because enough is enough. Enough of being in a country where a leader cannot hear you. Enough of being in your country where you cannot farm in your land. Enough being in a country where your children are not getting good education because education system is broken. Enough to be in a country where health system is broken, and yet you are paying taxes. Enough is enough. After oppressing someone for so long, someone will reach the wall. And when he reaches the wall, he will bounce back. Now it is time to bounce back as Africans. It is time to bounce back as black people, because by only bouncing back is when we will solve all these issues that's going around. By only bouncing back is when we will solve economic issues. By only bouncing back, it's when we will solve political issue, geopolitical issue dealing with social and cultural issue, dealing with environmental.
This is Kenya. You know, this is Kenya, ladies and gentlemen.
by only
This was
bouncing
Kenya.
back.
Sometimes
When we don't bounce back,
couple
that's
months
where
ago,
we'll see crisis.
look at Kenyans in the street.
In Ghana, there's no water in Ghana because we have allowed illegal mining in Ghana. We have allowed these people to come and exploit us without us
Look at Kenya, guys. Look at the people standing together. Jamaica, what happened? What happened, Jamaica? What more can you take? And I'm telling you, based off of the prophets and the prophetess, we have a lot more.
When
we have a lot more coming to endure. Coming this December, this winter. According to Mr. Shuttleworth, the apostle. I did a video. Y'all go check it out. When I get the good videos that I consider the good videos, the videos that will have you prepared for future tribulation, it's so funny. Those videos get the least amount of views. I don't know if it's YouTube not sending out to you guys or if it's you not paying attention. But either way, I'm telling y'all, go and check out those videos, man. Go and check out those videos, man. And I'm gonna show it to you on this reaction right here. All right, that was Kenya right there. Let me show it to you because it's important. All right, this live stream right here. These two live streams right here. This one and this one. You can watch that one. If you have not watched this yet, you gotta watch this. Serious warning from Apostle Jeffrey Shuttleworth. And if you're not yet following him on Facebook, you need to go and follow him on Facebook. All right, he gave prophecies for Elon Musk. I mean, warnings for Elon Musk, all of that. And I made sure that I put those videos separately, and I posted them today. Elon Musk, Beyonce, right? All of them that got messages, right? Right here. Made sure I posted it by itself, right? William Ruto, pulled to the carpet, right? I made sure to separate them. So you guys, go and check it out, man. Go and check it out. All right? Go and check it out. This one right here.
Communication of the truth.
This one is it by itself. If you wanna cut out the fluff and not watch the actual live stream. Yeah, just to get this part alone from Mr. Shuttleworth, it's right there. It's right there. But big salute to the Africans them for standing up. Big salute to them, man. You know what I'm saying? Alright. And my call to action is for us Jamaicans to stand up as well. Yeah. Let's take a page. Let's take a page out of the Kenyan's book. And the reason why I have that picture up the whole time, ladies and gentlemen, is because this should be a reason for us to actually be motivated, to have a call to action, to change the situation in our country. Because honestly, I am so tired of seeing a brand new missing person poster. It is literally tearing into my heart and my soul. It is affecting me. This is a tough world we live in. As a man, you try to, but I am a human being. It is really, really affecting me. I mean, children, boys, men, women, young girl, all types of missing people, right? And you have this government of Jamaica has the audacity to say that crime is going down in Jamaica. Comparing it to some other year when we have missing people still, right? That you can safely say is a homicide at this point because we can't find them. You can safely say that maybe 85 to 90% of them are people that we won't see again, unfortunately, because of the track record of missing cases that goes unsolved, and never to see these people again. You understand? That should be enough to call to action for us to get up and do something. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Alright, it is a sad day in Jamaica. How you doing, Belinda? Salute.